Wow. Welcome. Episode 1, I am very excited. This is the Waysworld podcast. Cue applause. This is the first episode, and I wanted to give a quick introduction because these probably people that don't know who I am, what this is all about, the who, what, why, when, where. You feel me? So let's get into it. I'm going to do a lot of insert clips perhaps to give you a better understanding of who I am and why we need to give a fuck about what I'm talking about. Cool. All right, let's get into it. So my name is Raya. Yes, everyone's fucked up my name. Usually people call me Rhea, Raya, Rahaya. Actually, at my college graduation, they called me Rihanna. So there's that. I'm originally from Hamilton, New Zealand. Love that. So my people from New Zealand, shout out to you guys. But I'm currently based in Los Angeles, California, United States of America, fam. I've been here for nearly 10 years. Actually, 10 years. Not nearly, literally 10. And I've done a bunch of different stuff in my time being here, which we can dibble dab in since I'm going to be giving a quick introduction. So I first came here on a full ride basketball scholarship. Very blessed, very mindful, very dim year, right? And that was pretty much like my dream. Ever since I was 10, ever since I watched Coach Carter. If you know, you know. That time was crazy. When Coach Carter dropped, just know I was in the movies. And that was it for me. I saw that and I said, that's what I want my life to be. I want to go to college. I want to go to college in the United States of America. And so I made a promise to my mom. I said, Mom, look, okay, I've been playing basketball since I was 6, right? We've been, vibing out here, and I really like basketball. And so I want to go. I want to go to college. So when I get older, when I get the opportunity, make sure I go, okay? Because I was very aware at this young prime age of 10, I was very aware that leaving New Zealand, leaving home was going to be a big thing. And I didn't want to I didn't want to come back home for 2 reasons: because I was homesick or because of a man. Clock that. But I was very aware at 10. So I made that promise to my mom. I said, I swear to God, when I get to that age, I remember exactly where I was. We used to have this, I'm going to put a photo. We used to have this Nissan minivan. And that's what we grew up in. I'm going to put a photo here for sure because I want you guys to understand. We used to have this minivan, and the minivan was the shit. We went anywhere in it, and we were the house. I was the house. Well, not I was not a house. My family's house was the house that everyone went to. So all my brother's friends went there, or my friends went there. Every weekend we had people in there. We had people living with us sometimes. If you were that house growing up, right? So anywho, back to what I was trying to get to. I remember being in this Nissan minivan and looking over. I think we're going to basketball practice or a basketball game, and I literally told my mum that I was like, please don't let me stay for a man, and please do not let me stay because I come back because I got homesick. Please push me to go to America. So fast forward, I had a great basketball career back home. I was blessed to be able to play for a lot of national age group teams and just had a lot of opportunity, which I'm really grateful for. For real, basketball was my life for majority of my life, probably about 20 plus years. It was just basketball. I was very driven to be basketball was my thing and it will forever be my thing, right? Which we'll come back to. So anyway, fast forward, I got a scholarship. So how that all worked out, how that all came to be was that, well, first, okay, obviously, also sidebar, I've been in the pool. So that's what's going on here. It's nothing crazy. It's just I was in the pool, okay? Okay. What was I saying? So yes, the scholarship, how that all came to be about. Back then, it wasn't sort of like how it is now where you have people scouting, people coming to New Zealand, people just knowing more about players in New Zealand. I was probably the first age group where a lot of all my friends that I grew up playing basketball, we were the first big age group where we really went to America. Majority of us all went to play D1 basketball. it was like a big group of us, and I feel like that was the first generation. So you had to do a lot of the scouting yourself. You had to send footage, all this other stuff. And like I said before, one of my biggest worries, or I guess what I was scared about, was that I was going to come home because I was homesick, because the girls that were older than me, a lot of them went to America and came home. And I was like, oh my God, please, that can't be me. Like, this is my dream. And even though it sounds really great because it's your dream, but like also you're like around, sidebar. I'm a little dyslexic and a little slow, so just bear with me. But you're on the other side of the world, don't have no family, don't know nobody, like that can be a little scary sometimes. So anywho, that was my fear. So scholarship. So one of my friends I grew up with and played basketball with was actually at this college in Utah called Utah Valley University. Cute photo. And you know, I was obviously looking for schools, and the only offer I had at that point in time was BYU, Brigham Young University, if you know, you know, in Provo, Utah. Now, I personally did not grow up Mormon faith. However, in Hamilton, New Zealand, we have the temple of the Latter-day Saints is in Hamilton. So all my friends also that I grew up in Hamilton with, majority of them that played basketball also were Mormon. So I was like, oh, okay, you know, I'm not against going to BYU, but I understand the different rules and regulations that go with it. Now, was that me? No. So I thought that might be a little bit difficult. So I ended up passing on that offer, and I ended up sending footage to Utah Valley University. Now, I never met the coaches. They never met me. Like, I'm just sending footage because my friend was like, hey, they're looking for players. I told them about you. Go ahead and send the footage. So I sent them footage. They offered me on the spot. They said, yeah, we got a scholarship for you. And I said, thank you. And I felt more comfortable because I knew somebody there. And again, back to my fears, I didn't want to come home because I was homesick. So I just said, fuck it, let's ball. I'm going to Utah Valley University. Signed, sealed, delivered. Got that full ride scholarship, never met my coaches in my life, never been to Utah. Like, it was just I'm over here just shooting in the dark. I'm over here shooting in the dark and hoping for the best. So here I go. I graduate Sacred Heart Girls College, which if you know, you know. Episode 2, we go a bit more in depth with my girl Lisa about Sacred Heart Girls College. Clock that. But anywho, graduate, and I had a whole 9 months because the years work differently for New Zealand and America, right? Like our school terms is different and all that other shit. I had a whole 9 months before I actually left. And let me tell you, we lived life, girl. We really did. We lived life in 9 months. I was training. I was getting ready for America. But we were living. Like, we got to understand this. Like I said, basketball was my life for 20 plus years. So all I did was went to school, went to basketball camps, practiced, played in a bunch of different teams, and that's what I did. like that was my life. And so these 9 months, we lived. We went to music festivals, Anywho, fast forward me going to America. We land in Orem, Utah, and I was at that school for 3.5 years, and Utah was an experience. It was a good experience. I'm never like. One thing you guys are going to get to know about me in this whole shabam and this whole podcast and the whole thing, one thing you'll just know is I am an extremely grateful person. Can I be better? Of course. Am I human? Yeah. But for the most part, I'm extremely grateful. So even though I did not stay at Utah Valley for my whole entire college career, that 3.5 years, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I came to America just wide-eyed and bushy-tailed, and I was ready to work. I was ready to grind. I wanted to just live out my dream, and that's what I did. Freshman year was lit. Like, I just met so many amazing people. My team was cool. Now, at first, these girls didn't understand me. So I thought these girls were snobby bitches, like my teammates. Like, they would look at me crazy. I'll like say something, and they'll be like, and then I would be like, and then we would just be like, you know, so came out to realize that they just didn't understand me, which could have been fixed by just saying, hey, I didn't understand you. But did they do that? No, they told me that later though. So anyways, trying to make new friends. Obviously I feel good because I know someone there, and we end up being roommates as well. So she was a year older than me, so that was really nice. Freshman year came, I was able to start, which I'm super grateful for, and and you know, we put up numbers, okay? We put up numbers for a freshman, we put up numbers. So that was all well and good. Then sophomore year came around and we lead the team, right? We lead the team, what up. I'm not gonna dabble too much in that because humble gal. If you know, you know. So that happened. And then my coach started acting weird as fuck. I'm not gonna go into too much details because I'm not here to air out people, but it was just weird as fuck. So I just said, look, I'm a skedaddle. I'm doing all this shit. I'm putting up these numbers. What's not clicking? Like, what's not click-clacking? You know? What's going on here? I'm confused. So we skedaddled. And at that point in time, we went to the East Coast. I needed something new. I wanted different vibes. And we went to New Jersey. Someone very dear, very, very close helped me with this journey of going to the East Coast and figuring I didn't have no help from my old coaches. They really did that for me, and I'm eternally grateful for that. And so I ended up getting another full ride scholarship to another D1 university called Monmouth University in New Jersey on the Jersey Shore. Let me tell, oh, Lord. I'm not even gonna look. One thing about me, yes, a lot of sidebars in my conversations because things be like, whoa, hold on. Just remember, we were at the pool. Okay, cool. Anyways, back to the story. New Jersey. I landed. It was complete 360. It was a complete, okay, not 360, 180. Because people be pulling me up about that. Like, girl, it's not 360. If it's a 360, you're just going around in a circle and you're back to where you started. And then I really sat there and I see, right. So it's really a 180. Okay. Also preface this, I cheated in college math. So to go back to me being dyslexic and a little slow, yeah, you're probably going to see that a lot. Anywho, let's get back to the story. I land in, it's in Long Branch, New Jersey. At a new college, it's a lot smaller. Utah Valley University is the biggest university in Utah. So there's like 35,000 students, which is crazy, fam. Absolutely mental, fam. And then I went to Monmouth University, which is like a private sort of institution. It was only like 5,000 kids. So it was like night and day. Like when I tell you like night and day, it was like day and night. Shit. Campus smaller. What else? People just different. I mean, the East Coast, the East Coast was a vibe. I love, like, when I tell you the East Coast was a motherfucking vibe. Like, it was a vibe. I thoroughly enjoyed my 2 years there. Thoroughly enjoyed it. The food, the culture, the people. I went to Monmouth University at a time where, if you guys remember this, and I don't know if everyone remembers this, but there was like, the year before I went there, Monmouth University's men's basketball team got extremely famous for their bench. And like the bench used to do, like every time they scored, they would do like different shit. So I'm going to the school like peak momentum of everyone talking about the Monmouth bench, right? So, I mean, the games was fucking packed to the motherfucking top and shit. Like, the games was crazy hectic. There was a lot of attention. It was just like fucking a vibe. So here I go, starting out fresh, new, having to obviously, you know, show up or show out, because these are all new team, all new coaches, like, they didn't know me. They saw film from my first 2 years in college and they just said, yeah. And then I went on a visit and I fucking loved it. And they're like, yeah, come to the school. And I said, period, I'll be there. So I was there. Anywho, played, well, actually, pause. Let me retrack. When you transfer from D1 to D1, you have to sit out. So I set out. In that sit out year, I was just on the practice team with the other guys. Like, we're just, we're eating the team up. If I'm gonna be 100% real and honest, we were eating the team up. And it just made me so excited. And I was just like, yo, I'm so ready to play, bro. I'm so ready to play. That sit out year was needed though. It was good for me to just get my shit together, so we get to feel the team, the coaches, like how it's gonna be at this school. Because the way we played at Utah Valley University was like, again, a complete 180 to how we play at Monmouth University. Utah Valley was very calculated, very offensive game, very, this, that, and third. Whereas Monmouth was like, no, run and fucking play one-on-one. And that fit into my style to a T. Let's run, let's fucking yin, 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 gang, 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 like let's cash out. So that set out year was fire. However, what happened closer to that year ending, we got a knee injury. I remember we're over here scouting, so we're pretending to be the team that we're about to play, right? And I was on the practice squad with we used to have practice players, like boys that would come on and, act as the team that we're about to play. So here I am, and I'm like, fuck, my knee's a little sore, but we're still thugging it out, right? Like, it wasn't to this point where I'm like, yo, I gotta fucking stop. It was just like, yo, like, what's that? Then I get in the shower after practice and I look down at my knees, fucking swollen. It looks like motherfucking blueberry. Like, it looks like fucking, let me just key something here. It looks crazy, okay? So I rush up to the trainer. I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? And come to find out, we had an MRI, and I had cartilage missing in my knee, which for people who don't know what that means, pretty much like your girl had arthritis. Like, when you have cartilage missing and it's bone on bone, that's motherfucking cartilage. That's damn near fucking arthritis, So, and my arthritis, the cartilage I'm missing was tiny as fuck, but the fact that it was causing that much pain, crazy. So, anywho, we had surgery, and then that summer I stayed. So my junior year, that summer I just stayed and rehabbed with my trainer. Hey, shout out to Vaughn. I really miss you, Bonnie. When I tell you this woman saved my life multiple times, if there's any college athletes here, you guys know the trainers really fucking did God's work, and she was one of them. She was seen from above, and she got me right. 7 months we rehabbed. I stayed in Monmouth all summer to get right for my senior year. Senior year comes around, and we lit. We're getting straight to it. Did I start off? I wish I started off better my season, but by the end of it, I fucking was putting in work. And you know what's crazy? Towards the end, my other knee started acting the fuck up. And started doing the exact same thing that my other knee was doing. And I was telling them, I was like, yo, this feels the exact same thing. I'm telling you it's the exact same thing. And they're like, no, girl, that's crazy because you're only 22, 23. That is unheard of for you to have the same fucking thing. And I'm telling these people, I'm like, look, it feels exactly the same symptoms, but whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de da-da-da-da-da. Have another MRI, exactly the same motherfucking thing. Exactly the same thing, and the other knee, damn near the same size, damn near the same spot, bro. It was nuts. The surgeon was like, I've never seen this shit before. And I'm like, sir, me either. You know what I mean? I'm in the same motherfucking boat as you. I haven't seen this shit neither. So I had to thug it out and play the rest of the season because I'm not just gonna have surgery and be the fuck out. This is not happening. So what happened was I just loaded the fuck up on drugs. I barely practiced, bro. All I did was eat drugs. All I did was take drugs, recover, and play games, and that's it. I barely practiced. I just was making sure my swelling went down enough for me to play. And we ended the season better than I started. It was great. So boom, graduated, right? I graduated with a Bachelor of Fine Arts, and I'm actually going to show. I have paintings in my house, in my apartment, of paintings that I've done, and I might take you for a little tiki tour, fam. I don't know if people really know that, but I went to school for painting. I've always been very creative, and in my bag with that. And I'm gonna shout out my dad because he's really the one that did that, and I'll show you some painting. Well, one painting I have that he did in our house too. So anyways, graduated with a Bachelor of Fine Arts. Shout out to Monmouth University. I had a fucking ball over there, mate. Was I sad to leave the East Coast? Absolutely. But life must continue. And we moved to LA. We moved to California. Actually, Orange County first. Moved to Orange County. I was broke, had no family here, no job, and we were just trying to figure out life. right? I was in Newport Beach, which can't even complain. Again, even though I had all these things, broke, no family, no job, no car, I was probably the happiest. I was the happiest because I was like, wow, I'm starting my life. There's so much opportunity, so much that could happen in my life right now. Like, basketball's been everything for me. And because of my knee injuries, I took a hint from my body and I said, okay, body, we're not doing this no more, huh? Like, you've had it with me. You've said, girl, you've been playing basketball since you were 6. I'm tired of it. Like, you're 22 now, 23. Like, what the fuck? Let's do something different. So I said, you know what? Okay. Hear you loud and clear. Don't need to tell me again. So that was rough though. And I might do an episode. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna do an episode about the transition of being a college athlete to not being a college athlete no more. It's fucking crazy. I'm gonna put it even to the point where it's depressing. Like, you do something for so fucking long and then all of a sudden it just stops. Like, it is so abruptly, it abruptly stops. Like, it's no warm up to it, no like getting ready for it. It literally is just like, hey, you don't do this shit no more. And you're just like, whoa, what the fuck, life? Wasn't prepared mentally. I was not prepared, and that shit probably affected me, bro, for like the first 1 or 2 years out of college. Like, who the fuck am I? Like, I've always been a basketball player. I played basketball my whole fucking life. So you're just gonna tell me now I'm just not a basketball player anymore? What the fuck? So it was depressing, I'm not gonna lie. It was fucking strange. So I just sort of dove into just me being an artist. Like, I just dove into it because I'm like, well, I also paint and do art, so let me just do that because I don't play basketball no more. I don't play it competitively. Like, I just don't do that shit. So here we are in Newport Beach. Let me paint the picture. Newport Beach. The beach is literally across the road. Like, this is why I'm saying I'm so fucking grateful. Because even though there was all these different things that I did not have at the time, what excited me was the opportunity of like, holy fuck, what's in front of me, bro? I'm in California. I might be fucking broke. I might be living on fucking tacos right now. But this shit, I'm waking up walking across the road to the fucking beach in Newport Beach. If you know Orange County, actually, if you guys have seen the OC, I don't know if anyone's seen the OC, the TV show. Well, I used to watch it back home in New Zealand. So when I was like, oh my God, I'm going to Newport Beach, it was like, this is where they filmed the fucking OC. Sorry, I drift off quite a bit. Just bear with me. So, previous list, yeah. So I'm over here searching for jobs on Craigslist. Yes, I know Craigslist is a little bit dodgy, guys. I know the reputation it has. But I've had extremely good luck on Craigslist. So much extreme luck that I end up meeting someone that, to this day, I will preface, helped me kickstart my life. And if it wasn't for this woman, I don't know what would have happened. But that's again why I'm so grateful for fucking life, bro. Because what is the likelihood of me, I'm on Craigslist looking for art jobs, and I come across someone looking for an artist assistant. She's a painter, she lives in San Clemente, an amazing painter at that. And I was like, fuck yeah, let me go interview. So I interviewed with her, and let me tell you this. Why was this woman the fucking older version of me? I swear to God. I'm going to put a photo of us. I love this woman. To this day, she fucking saved me. Like, I really will say that. Because once she gave me a job, I was her assistant. I was helping with all her social media. She just needed help with social media, right? She's an amazing artist, an amazing painter. Like, her fucking shit is fire. She's from New York. She moved here with her, she's got a husband, whoop-de-whoop. She just needed someone to help with her website and all these other things. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I can do that, the fuck? So here I am, her assistant. I was like seeing her twice a week, and I'll go and help her. And we hit it off. I mean, to the point where in the first 2 weeks, while we were trying to find an apartment and stuff like that, we didn't know where to live, and she let me live with her. Like, literally let me live with her. And I've known this woman for 2 weeks. Like, and also, they had, yeah, when I tell you they had it. I'm not going to dwell deep into what they do, but her husband's a real estate lawyer. They have multiple businesses. So it was like the coincidence of me meeting this woman. When I tell you, we are like the same person, bro. She's just older than me. The same personality, the same vibe, energy. Like, it was really like looking at me in the future, like, damn, is this how I'm about to be? Jokes, but not really. But it's like, yo, is this how I'm about to be? I love her. So here I go, working with her for, like 2 weeks. And again, we had to leave where we were staying at. We were trying to find our own apartment or room or whatever the fuck, right? We're still trying to figure out this job situation and stuff like that. Because obviously being an artist assistant, I'm not making fucking 6 figures, fam. Like, we're making all right, but like, you know, nothing crazy. So she let me stay with her for like a month, bro, in a mansion in San Clemente with her and husband. And I'm just internally grateful for that. Like, for them, I love them to death, bro. I love them. Like, I cannot say it enough, because I just understand. Like, imagine meeting someone from Craigslist. First of all, let's paint this picture, because it's fucking crazy. Imagine meeting someone from Craigslist, and then for 2 weeks you're like, yeah, come live with me. In this day and age, it's crazy as fuck. But that just goes like to show like how lit she was and just how much we hit it off. So fast forward, I'm living with her, and then I'm also picking up a part-time job at Nike, at the outlet store. So wait, no, hold on, okay? Oh, I'm getting too ahead of myself. Take it back. Her and her husband had another business, and they used to create all natural products, and they needed a graphic designer. Now, I went to school with fine arts degree. I also had done 2 years of graphic design. So she's like, oh my God, work for us. And I'm like, if you say so. I mean, opportunity, right? Here we go, manifesting opportunity. So I work for her other company. I'm still her assistant, but I'm only really seeing her like maybe once. I'm only really helping her like maybe once every week, every 2 weeks. And then I'm also a full-time graphic designer at her other business. I was there for probably about like 2 years. And then what I did was I also picked up a part-time job at Nike. There's a store in San Clemente. It's fire as fuck. It's on like this hill. It's on this hill, you can see the water and shit. And so I also worked there part-time. So pretty much what I would do is I had nearly 2 to 3 jobs. And at this point I'm loving it, because I'm feeling independent. We're getting that money. Give me my money. Hey. Hey, give me my money. Hey. Yeah, you guys get it. So, here I go, losing train of thought again. Anything new? No. But yeah, so I used to work during the day, like a typical 9 to 5, fam. Work during the day, and then I would work on like 5:30 to like 10 at Nike. And I was doing that shit, bro. I was just doing that shit. And it was crazy. I was doing that shit for a while, to the point where it was like, I remember I worked 30 days straight with no day off from any job. Like, no day off. Because of the weekends, I'll just work at Nike, right? And then most days I'll work 2 jobs. So it was like, bro, I really worked the whole 30 days straight. Not one fucking break from one job is nuts. So fast forward, we're doing that. And then we decided to move to LA. Which has always been the goal, always been the dream. And I ended up transferring. One, I had to stop working as a graphic designer for the company, because we're not commuting from LA to fucking San Clemente. That's insane. So I left my Nike, so I transferred to Nike The Grow, which is a flagship Nike. Nike's a vibe, bro. If anyone here has worked for Nike, you know. Like, for the most part, there should be a vibe. Like, no complaints. I love it. I love people. I love talking. Yip. Like, it was lit. So I transferred to The Grove, the flagship store of LA. Had a motherfucking ball. I was there for 6 months, and it was a motherfucking ball. And this was like, I skipped over the COVID pandemic, but we have to get into that, because you guys know how that shit was. And so at that time as well, I started learning more about financial literacy, because the pandemic hit and shit, fucking, you guys know, that shit really hit the fan, especially in America. So I started learning about financial literacy, and I really got into the shit. I started learning, getting educated about trading currencies. And previous to that, back in 2018, I know this is sort of backtracking, but just to give you a full story, my brother got me into cryptocurrency. Now, I know what you guys are going to say about all this shit. I'm not trying to hear it either. You don't know what you don't know. And that shit fucking changed my life too. That information changed my fucking life. Like, dead ass. Because especially going from someone that was working 2 jobs, to learn about these different financial markets and how to do this and that and the third, and how to make money, how to make your money work for you, was another 180 in my fucking life. I'm over here slaving away, grinding away on 2 jobs, And then I'm also learning this, and it's like putting perspective for me, like, wait, is this how these rich motherfuckers do this? Have they been knowing how to do this whole time and didn't tell us so? That's foul. That's fucking foul. So that's what I was doing. I was also working at the Grove. I started mentoring people as well all over the world on how to learn these different skill sets, putting them on game about cryptocurrency, putting them on game about currency trading and how to make your money fucking work. The fuck? Because if I got the keys and I got the codes, who do I look like not telling a soul? All these rich people don't tell you shit, bro. They really don't. They don't tell you shit. So I started mentoring people, and I still mentor people to this day, but back then it was just like OD. And we got to a bag. We got to a motherfucking bag. Yeah. In the pandemic. Yeah. We got to it. And I fucking love it. I met so many people, bro. So many people all around the world. I'm mentoring people from New Zealand, Australia, America. Team just going crazy. People making money. People quitting their jobs. People making six figures. Like, I don't even say this shit lightly. That's just what it was. Like, I'm not even trying to like speak on shit and try like talk it up to be something. No. That's just like facts. Like, it was just facts. Everyone's quitting their job left, right, and center. People buying fucking shops and businesses and fucking houses and paying off bills and mortgages. It was just nuts. It was fucking lit. And this was all during the pandemic. So I ended up leaving the Grove to do that full time. And I did that full time for like a year and a half. And man, it was a fucking ball. We went everywhere. I was tripping around all around America. We fucking going everywhere. It was a vibe. We got a new apartment, the one that we're in now. Like, we upgraded. We were just doing it, bro. And it was a fucking vibe. And most importantly, we were getting to the bag. And most importantly, I was helping people. One thing you guys will learn about me, or start to know, I really enjoy people. I really enjoy helping people. Like, I low-key give a fuck. A lot of people don't. Don't want to ruin it for, people coming up. But a lot of people don't give two fucks. Let alone one, let alone any. So that has been a ball. I still do that to this day. I still trade. I still invest in cryptocurrency. I still put people on game. And that's something that I'm going to be forever doing because, again, I know what it's like to be on the other side of the door. I know what it's like to be when the door's closed and you're just not aware of this information. I get that, right? So to this day, I still do that. But at that point in time, I was doing it full time for about a year and a half. Then, because we just never stopped, I wanted more money. I wanted more bags because I understand multiple streams equals multiple dreams. All right. So I decided to go back to Nike because it was a chill fucking job and I love working at Nike and it's lit and I love clothes and you guys will start to know more about me, but I love all that shit. So I ended up going back to Nike Citadel, which is the outlet and one of the biggest outlets in LA. Honestly, only the only outlet in LA, if I'm being 100% real. And I was only there for 2 months because I really wanted to go to a Nike that was closer to me, but they just weren't hiring. So I used to go like an hour and a half drive to work. You know what? I'm gonna say this, and it's cool now because I don't work there. For those 2 months, I was late every single day, every single fucking day. One thing you guys could count on me when I was working at that store was to be fucking late. Every day. And I'm not just talking 5 minutes late, 10 no, 40 minutes late. Because the hour and a half drive was kicking my ass. And I would rock up and then it would say, oh yeah, like it's an hour. And then it'll push it like, damn, you're going to get there in 2 hours. And I'm like, dog, what the fuck? LA traffic, if you know, you know. And it's funny because when I was like telling them I'm transferring, right? Because the place, the store that I was wanting to go to finally opened up positions. So I applied and I got the job. So I'm telling Citadel, I'm like, hey, I'm leaving. I'm transferring. This is too much. They're like, hey, so has anyone talked to you about your attendance? No, not a goddamn soul has. Why? Why is that? They're like, well, you should have been on a written warning. I said, oh, it's fucking crazy. Really? They're like, yeah, you've been late. Since literally my first day, I was fucking late because of traffic. So they were like, yeah, you should have been on a written. And I'm just like, that's not my problem. The issue was there's so many goddamn people in that store. There's like 130 fucking employees. So it's like, I just slipped under the radar. So anyways, I got right up out of there. And I'm at the store that I'm at now. And I'm not going to disclose where that is because you ain't about to, nah. Anyways, so I've been there ever since. And Nike again, love it. Like, it's a vibe. I don't know what else to say. But that's sort of where I'm at now. So that full circle moment, that is who I am. That is what I do. That's how I end up in America. That is low-key my life story in about 30 minutes, which honestly, surprised about. Honestly, guys, surprised I didn't yet more. Honestly. So, all in all, I've decided to do this podcast for multiple different reasons. One, I like to fucking yap. Head hunter of Yapping Motherfucking University at your goddamn service. How may I help you, fam? I like to talk shit. I like to talk about a lot of different things. I'm into a lot of different things, right? Like, I'm an avid reader, which we're going to dive so deep into so much shit that I fucking love, and maybe you guys love it too, but I love fantasy. Like, I'm a motherfucking huge fantasy fan, bro. I swear to God, like, I was like, don't motherfucking play. Like, find me a fantasy book, I'm a motherfucking read it. Like, dead ass. So I'm a huge fantasy fan. I love Game of Thrones world. I love fucking House of Dragon world. Like, when I motherfucking tell you, bro, when it comes to these goddamn universes, sorry, I muted it. When it comes to these goddamn universes, oh, sometimes I just want to, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, that's how much I love them. So we're going to be diving into that and sharing opinions that you guys might not care about, but I'm still going to talk about. We're also going to dip and dive into a bunch of other weird shit I like. I've got so many things planned. Also just a lot of special guests. And we're going to talk about mindset. I'm going to give you guys some value too. Like, we're not just going to get about some random ass shit, which we are, but like, not all of it's going to be random ass shit. A lot of it's going to be value and putting you guys on game and having guests that I know that have put me on, that are going to provide valuable information to you guys. We're going to just be having a balliana. And so I appreciate all you guys that are going to rock with me in this. And if you do, you do. And if you don't, suck a fat toe. Like, respectfully. Suck the fattest toe. The absolute fattest. And so there's a lot of different things on this agenda of this podcast. I'm trying to release episodes like every week about different things. And again, the guests I have, a fire. And we're gonna get to that. So that's pretty much like what it is. You guys are taking a trip into essentially Waysworld. And if you guys don't know who Way is, oh, it's me. That's just my nickname. Yes, like I said, people usually call me Raya. That's my fucking government name. But Rhea, Raya, Rahaya, Rihanna. But my nickname is Way. And it's very cutesy, very demure, very mindful, very conscious, very humble, very great, all that shit. I love Way. Like, I love that nickname. Like, that's just so, like, Way. You feel me? So, not to drag this shit out, but that's what this podcast is, guys. That's a little bit about me, who I am as a person. You guys are going to start to get to know me a little bit more, fam. I like to talk in a British accent every now and then. I'm also getting into the Toronto accent, fam. I'm getting more into the Toronto ting, fam. Like, I'm getting more into that. You guys can hear a little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of but all in all, that is that. I'm just trying to find a way how to wrap this shit the fuck up. It's been a pleasure. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you didn't, like I said, suck the fattest toe. Episode 2 is dropping, and it's actually with me and my girl Lisa. We chop it up about New Zealand versus America. She's another New Zealand gal that is out here in LA land, and we talking about USA. Don't come for us, okay? Please. But it's been a pleasure. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.